Okay, so here is what's going on. And I have been seeing this broadcast by all kinds of YouTubers. I've read it on Kotaku, read it on Reddit, and this just makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. One of my favorite places to go shop for games is, of course, GameStop. And this thing has been all over the media because of what's called their Circle of Life program. So basically, what this means is that what their entity is trying to force their employees to do is to push as much onto their customers the pre-owned games instead of new games. And here's one of the reasons why I have a huge problem with this. Okay, say for example you go out and buy a game, say like LA Noire, okay? Like what I bought recently. You buy it for PS3 and you want to buy it new. Well, there's a reason why you want to buy it new. You get DLC codes. Okay, some of these games have DLC codes inside the packaging and they can only be used once. Once it's used, once it's been redeemed, it cannot be used again. So if you buy a game pre-owned, whether it's a GameStop or anywhere else, you're pretty much taking a 50-50 crapshoot that the DLC codes that would have come with this game aren't going to be there. Here's the other problem, is that oftentimes the pre-owned price for the game is within $3 to $4 of the new price. I don't know about you, but to me, it makes more sense to spend the extra $3 or $4 and buy the brand new game, get the codes, get all the goodies, get the actual manual that comes with it, than to pay a little bit less just to get the pre-owned copy. Because let's put it this way, the sales that you see on pre-owned games generally isn't a huge savings. Sometimes it is. Sometimes you can get a good deal. But with the caveat in there, if there was supposed to be DLC content included with this game, you're probably not going to get it because of the fact that the codes don't work. And one of the reasons why I like going to GameStop is because the employees are really super cool, super friendly. They're really helpful, especially in my area over in Billings. And they're just awesome to talk to. They talk to you about what games are good, what games are coming out. And for me, from my own experience, I haven't been really pushed at as far as pre-orders or pre-owned games go, because generally oftentimes I won't pre-order a game just because of the fact that I've been burned a few too many times as far as a new game goes, and I get on day launch, and it does not live up to my expectation. But for the fact that they're telling their employees, if you don't force all this stuff on your employees, if you don't meet your quotas for your store, you could get written up, you could get decreased income coming into the store, you could get fired, you could actually lose your job. So some of these young people who are just out of high school, this is probably like one of their first jobs, they love video games, they love the atmosphere, and here they're being drawn into the circle of fear, is what I call it. It's not a circle of life, it's a circle of fear. That if you don't perform, you're out the door, you're gone, you can be replaced with somebody else who probably isn't even as good as you are. So, I feel bad for the employees who are stuck doing this because it's not their fault. They're being told to do what to do by the corporate entities. It's corporate that you should be upset with, not the employees in the store. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're doing what, they need to do in order to survive. So if you go into GameStop and they tell you to, get the pre-orders or get the pre-owned games, they're trying to keep their jobs. So it's not really their fault, even though they're technically lying to you if they tell you they don't have something new in stock. Like, for example, one of the things that has been going around a lot is that Watch Dogs 2 is $30. They will tell you that this game is out of stock, but we'll sell you a pre-owned one for $35 more. Does that make any kind of sense at all? If I go into a GameStop and I see that this game is $45, $50, $55 pre-owned, yet new, it's $30, which one do you really think I'm going to go for? I'm going to go for the one that's going to save me, it's going to give me the best value. Now, granted, if I go in and I see a game that new is $19.95 and pre-owned is like $16.95, again, I'm going to spend the extra $2 or $3 and get it new. Why? Because of the aforementioned reasons that I told you. Because of the potential DLC codes and the fact that you get the manual, oftentimes in books. I know a lot of companies are kind of shying away from putting a physical manual in the game, but if it comes with one, it should be there. And I know people, when they sell their games back to game stores, they don't always put the manuals and everything back with it. Some people do. Some people are really cool about it, and they will. But not everybody. So you kind of take a chance on, if you're buying something used, that you're going to be missing stuff. So me, since I like collecting games nowadays more than I did before, I kind of like having stuff complete. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy it new. Most of the time. If I go to a secondhand store, flea market, pawn shop, whatever, you're pretty much at the mercy of whatever they have. But if you go to a place like GameStop that gives you a choice between new and used, do yourself a favor, don't listen to the salespeople, even though they're in fear for their jobs. Look at the prices and see what's there. If they tell you that a new game is not in stock, unless it's like really crazy popular, it's probably full of smoke and mirrors. Go look online, go look on Amazon, you'll probably find it there. I can't imagine very many games being out of stock for any kind of extended amount of time, unless you're really insanely crazy about getting it on day one. Wait a little bit, it'll get back in stock. So in the end, I feel bad for the employees. I'm not mad at them. I still enjoy them. I still enjoy the company. The corporate entities, not so much. It's a sad feeling when they have to resort to this kind of tactic in order to make their sales. It's all about the money, I suppose. So there's my 2 cents on it. What's your take on it? Do you agree with me? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do, because heaven knows I've been seeing it all over the place. What are your thoughts on the whole GameStop circle of lies, or circle of life, or whatever you want to call it? Drop it down in the comments below. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, go and smack that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's right down there in the corner. Till next time, this here is Midnight Banshee saying always be yourself, be a little random, and learn something new every single day. Because you should. See you next time.